And I wanted them to understand that you can actually say it, and it's like chewing gum. You can transmogrify your breath. You can transmogrify. You don't want to come into the room and be like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm the person that was molested." You know, a lot of people come in with that energy. So what I said is like, look in the mirror and say, "I am not what happened to me. I am not the body. I am free. I am still am as God created me." You know, so I'm not going to let, and I forgive that man. I pray to release them, because if I would have sent him to hell, I would have gone there with him. So by releasing him, and the way I released him, I transmogrified him from this person who did this to me to a 7-year-old child with light just like this behind him. And then I said, I'm going to send you back into that light, and I'm going to forgive you. And as soon as I did that, I was free from all that anger and all that, you know, because otherwise you wake up thinking that everybody wakes up to screw you. Then you wake up paranoid or angry, and you know, and I was like that for a long time.
How old were you where you were able to forgive him?
2007.
Ah, it's recent.
Yeah.
And it opened, you know, it liberated you. You know, one time.
That's a beautiful word, yes. It liberated me.
Yeah.
You know, revealing all this information, it's not about having anyone to feel sorry for me or sell books or anything like that. It's about inviting people to heal.
El viaje interno que llevó a Carlos Santana del dolor al perdón también lo convirtió en una persona profundamente espiritual. Esa conexión también lo ha ayudado como artista, además de las drogas.
And I think also it sheds some light to some stereotypes that people have also about the life of rock stars. For example, it's always, you know, in the minds of people, and also sometimes in the young people who wants to get in the business, it's the fame, it's the money, it's the drugs, the rock and roll. But you also show here that it takes a lot of discipline to have a career throughout so many decades. How similar is the image we all have of the life of a rock star to real life?
The life of a rock star is like investing a lot of energy into a mannequin in front of Macy's. It's not real. It's a mask. It's a persona. That's what killed Michael Jackson. That's what killed Whitney Houston and Jimi Hendrix. They invested so much energy into this thing. You know, if you come to my house, I don't have any Santana in my house. There's no Santana pictures. There's no albums. There's no, you know, I like hanging around with Carlos. Carlos is a nice guy. You know, this other guy is not that he's a bad guy, but if I spend too much time and energy in this guy, I'm setting myself out for failure. Because Michael Jackson, Jimi Hendrix, and all this persona require a lot of maintenance. I'm not a product. I am a real spirit. And in this spirit, navigating in this body, yeah, I can go on stage and, you know, hang out with the rock stars and stuff. But how do they say when you go to Los Angeles? In it, but not of it. Mm-hmm. But something about the music touch them in such a profound way that they're going to go home, and I'm not exaggerating, they're going to go home and clean the closet of a lot of stuff that's not going to fit them anymore. That's pretty powerful to do with the consciousness of music and the art of music, to transmogrify again someone else's existence. So to me, that's one of the highest things that I can say about God's grace, is that I'm 67 and we're still relevant. Like Bob Marley and Michael Jackson, relevant. We're not like the flavor of the second, you know?
No, you're not.
You know? So what does that mean? Well, it means that in one note, you're able anywhere in the world to be accepted as part of the family.
Al regresar, platicamos con Carlos Santana acerca de 3 temas que son parte del mito del rock and roll. Las mujeres.
You know, I don't want to go home with nada.
Las drogas.
I never said this before. Even in my words, I always was thinking of my mom next to me. I was really Discombobulated
y Woodstock.